Good evening. This is CTV News from Monday, March 2nd. I'm Byron Scott.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us this evening. A delegate who represents Prince George's County in the General Assembly has been arrested for allegedly driving drunk. This is the mugshot of Jay Walker that was released by the Charles County Sheriff's Office. Police say Walker was pulled over just before 1 a.m. Sunday after leaving the Tinderbox Cigar Lounge in Waldorf. Walker allegedly pulled out of the parking lot onto Route 301 and did not yield the right-of-way to a sheriff's deputy who was driving through the area. That deputy pulled Walker over. Now, he was arrested on DUI charges and released. According to online records, Walker was driving a vehicle with a House of Delegates tag. He has been a delegate since 2007 and lives in Fort Washington. He has a court date next month. Walker's office has not released a statement.
A coalition of business organizations gathered in Annapolis this morning to protest a sales tax bill. They're protesting House Bill 1628. The measure will lower, that is, the state's sales tax from 6% to 5%, but expand the items that can be taxed, such as realtor services, auto services, and gym memberships, to name a few. Supporters of the bill say the money would help pay for the Kerwin recommendations, but opponents say it would amount to a $2.6 billion tax hike that would hurt businesses.
So, for example, a home inspector. Most homes have a transaction with a home inspection. So a home inspection finds a problem. That problem could be a roof. It could be a foundation problem. So then you hire a roofer, you hire a plumber, you hire somebody to do the foundation. Well, then they're going to come out and you're going to have to tax their services as well. So it's tax upon tax upon tax, which is going to add up to the point where people aren't going to be able to afford homes.
A hearing on the legislation was held today in the House Ways and Means Committee.
The U.S. Supreme Court has agreed to hear a challenge to the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. At issue is the law's requirement that everyone buy health insurance. Legal experts say the High Court will likely take up the case in October, and that means the decision would not come down until after the presidential election. The review is supported by the Maryland Citizens Health Initiative. The group says the case threatens the existence of the Affordable Care Act and hopes that the court will uphold the law. The law will remain in effect while the challenge is being considered.
Another U.S. death from the coronavirus is confirmed over the weekend. The CDC says the virus was community spread near Seattle, resulting in 3 fatalities, bringing the U.S. death toll to 6. Here in Maryland, there are no confirmed cases of the virus. However, 6 patients have been tested. Dr. Joseph Wright of the University of Maryland Capital Region Health is working with local and state health departments on the issue. He says any patient coming into the system who meets the CDC's requirements for investigation will be isolated.
Coronavirus, like many viruses, are with us in our environment. It is very important to emphasize and re-emphasize hand washing, good hand washing, making sure that you limit touching your face. It is important that all of us.
Meantime, New York State reported its first case of the coronavirus. A 39-year-old New York City woman contracted the disease while traveling in Iran.
Maryland State Police identified the pedestrian killed in yesterday's fatal hit-and-run accident. The victim is 74-year-old Earl Rogers of Largo. Police say Rogers was struck after 8:30 last night by possibly 2 cars while he was crossing southbound Route 4 at Old Marlboro Pike in Forestville. Rogers was found lying on the grass off of the right shoulder of the roadway. Officers say that evidence collected at the scene suggests the vehicle that hit Rogers may have been silver or white.
We don't know why he was walking in that area, but he was crossing Route 4, apparently was wearing dark clothing, was not in a crosswalk, but certainly if someone did strike him, they are required to remain at the scene and call for aid and assistance for the victim, and they did not do that.
Meantime, police are also investigating a fatal hit-and-run accident that happened Saturday morning near northbound I-95 in Adelphi. The officers are looking for a 2018 or 2019 silver Nissan Altima. If you have any information, you're asked to call 301-568-8101.